Happy
Hey,
New Year!
happy freaking New Year. Wow.
Frickin' being the operative word there.
Yeah. This month begins my long month of doing nothing.
Is January a nothing month?
Yeah, I embrace the nothingness very well, and I'm excited about it. I know you have a lot of people that are like, time to get back into the swing of things, time to shed some weight, stop drinking, recoup some of the finances that we blew on the holidays. All that stuff is legit and real, and I'm okay with that. For me, it is a very slow time of year at work. Very slow. Not
Yeah,
just because the alleged dry January, and I say alleged because people try to do a dry month and like 2 weeks later I see them buying alcohol, but um, it's just slow in general. There's not much going on. There's no parties. There's no real reason to like you've just celebrated since October.
yeah.
So,
The hoopla basically is behind us now. You're
yeah.
in the first quarter of the new year. Everything goes to reset.
And that's what
And
I do. I spend time in the department changing displays, resetting, planning out the month, and then I vacate. I disappear. And if I am at work, I'm still not there. I'm honestly just putzing around. And I don't care if my leadership sees this. They know what Brandon's not going to do.
yeah,
Let me put it
what?
this way. I'll be so slow that I might even go to a meeting. I might go to a work meeting.
No way.
Yes, I haven't been to one in 4 or 5 months.
I know you've mentioned, let's see, I've used allergies, I've used sneezing, I've got coughing. I've been sick 3 times. I hurt my this or that, a couple times to avoid the meetings.
Yeah, and I'm just not gonna go. And then I get to the point where I just don't even make excuses anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'm just off.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't want to go to the meeting. I
Do
just
you
tell
ever
them.
hear anything from any of your associates that say, I wonder what Brandon would have thought about this?
No,
Nobody
no,
cares. So
no. They
why
don't
be there
care.
anyway?
And also, the meetings are completely pointless anyway. So I don't go. But no, it's a nothing month for me. I'm gonna take some extra days because I still got like we reset on vacation. So like come January, all my time comes back, but I still have carryover. So you add all this time,
Oh,
I,
okay.
I'm still sitting at like 95 hours of carryover. So and I got to use that carryover by the end of March.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take, I know I'm taking Super Bowl off. I know I'm taking St. Patrick's Day and the next day off. And I'm just going to tag on some days. I think I'm going to take like 4 days and I'm just going to keep plugging in. Hey, I don't want to go to a day. So I'm going to throw this day in there because we're not going anywhere. Everything's very chill. So,
And January is also you say that it's a lay back nothing month, except every time you go to the mailbox, there's that envelope in there with the bill from everything that happened in November and December,
well,
for all the partying and everything. And now all of a sudden you say, "What? How did I spend this?"
well, that's why I don't go to the mailbox. So, I mean,
When you take it out of your mailbox and put it in the one
yeah.
next door.
I go maybe once a week to the mailbox, maybe. And I'll be honest with you, for me, there's occasional bills, but for the most part, it's all just junk. It's
Yeah. Oh
just
yeah.
junk
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
before that, you got all of the catalogs and everything inviting you to buy all this stuff prior to Christmas. Now you get all the catalogs because they got leftovers and stuff that they didn't sell before Christmas. It's now on sale, and all in
agreed.
place your order now.
Agreed. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. January's just one of those things, I will say this though. I am a believer in resetting yourself, and I think we have to do that not just till January, throughout several times a year. If you're me, you got to reset yourself every month. But I do believe that, and I don't believe in like new year, new me. I believe in like, hey, this is a goal that I want to accomplish. And whether that's lose weight, save X amount of money, I believe that. And so for me, I'm definitely been a lot more hyper focused on those goals. that are outside of work. I think it's easy to set goals at work. It's hard to set them in your
Yeah.
personal life. So for me, yeah, it's very much okay, Brandon. You've got to do this. This is the month. This is that you need to have this done by. So that's what I'm kind of focused
Yeah,
on.
but the whole world, that's it, is that kind of what some people call resolution time. Uh,
Yeah.
in January, you talk about all the things that you're going to revise and change, and I always found that that was good for maybe 2 weeks. But by February, it's gone.
Well,
It's
that's because like I think most people lack discipline. I lack discipline at times. I admit it, you know. I'm not, but I also think that most people lack discipline in everything they do. I think like if you can sit
yeah,
there and say, "Hey, I'm not going to do like let's look at drinking." That's an easy one. If I say I'm not drinking right now, I don't know what that right now means. Could mean a month.
that's today.
Yeah, I'm not drinking at this moment at 8 a.m., but it could mean like a month. It could mean 5 months. It just, if I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. You have other people that say, I'm going to quit. I'm just not. And then they don't allow themselves to fail forward or have some grace. Don't say you're going to quit. Just say, you know what? It's the first week in January. I would like to make it 2 weeks before I have a drink. And I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm just saying like socially.
Yeah,
They set themselves up for failure. They put these unrealistic expectations like, I'm going to get up every morning at 7 and work out for an hour. No, you're not. No, you're not.
right. No, you may do it for 1 or 2 days.
Right. How
Yeah,
about you just say, hey, 3 days a week, I want to, and then you've got your brain and your body trained for those 3 days. Then you can add another day. But don't just throw this unrealistic resolution on you. I'm going to save this much money. I'm not going to the coffee shop anymore. I'm not going to drink. You're going
that's
to
right.
fail. You're going to fail.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. People have a tendency to reach out and make promises that they know that they can't keep.
Agreed.
Like you said, if you're going to give up something, say you're going to give up sugar, instead of trying to say, that's it, I'm not going to have another anything with sugar in it ever.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen. If you say to yourself, I'm not going to do it Monday through Friday, and I'm only going to save a little sugar for the weekends, that's maybe a little bit more realistic and
Give
maybe
yourself a,
attainable.
yeah. That's like a cheat day or if you say, like for me, I like to get coffee. I've got this right now, right?
Yeah.
But I've also using a gift card too. So that was a gift to me. But I did really well the month of December and really November in my coffee purchases at stores because I knew I had other things to pay for. And thank God I did
Yeah.
because it saved that money. It's super expensive. And then you visually see how much money you have.
Yeah. Well, you owed me a cup of coffee in
I
December, and
do.
I
I
never
do.
saw it. So
No, but that's why I carried
you
it to
saved money
January.
right there.
I did. I just
You
tell
see,
everybody
you
that.
were true to your word.
But now I'm in the month of nothing and I've got time on my hands so we can get that coffee.
Right.
January, I'm doing, dude. If I have to go into work late to get a cup of coffee, man, I'll do it. If I have to look, Stuart, if we have to go get coffee and I have to skip work that day, look, it's gonna be hard, but I'll do
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Listen, boss, I'm going to be a little late coming in today.
You got to do the preemptive. So I'm a big fan of like 2 days before complaining about a headache, talking about how I don't feel good. Next day, start coughing, dragging, and then you just call out. It's all a plan.
Right. Yeah. And every once in a while you run into a boss who says, wait a minute, didn't your Aunt Martha die 6 months ago?
Look, I don't know, man. It's a miracle. She's back again.
Oh, that man. Well, I have an Aunt Martha on my father's side too.
Yeah, there's three of them. They're triplets. Yeah. But yeah, January is one of those months, man. I mean, you kind of in this weird purgatory. The weather could be 70, could be 30. We don't know.
Could be snow on the ground.
Could be snow. Super Bowl's around the corner. you got some fun things to look forward to. I guess if you care about Valentine's Day, you got that in February. But otherwise, it's kind of just we're in winter, so let's just see what happens.
Yeah, and the sales pop up because the businesses they've already done their revisions for what happened last year, and the
Hmm.
fourth quarter was either really good or it didn't quite hit
Yeah.
expectations. Now you're into a new year, and so you're starting to lay out where you're going, and the businesses are all struggling. I think recently, didn't I see that we talked last time about a little bit about that merger with Netflix and Warner Brothers, and now it looks like the hostile takeover that Paramount was trying to mount, that's off the table now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and who knows? And not to get bad or
yeah,
whatever, but the job market is down. We experience our fourth highest unemployment. So everything that we know is true that we're making more money and yes, that's true, but we can't keep up. That's 100% true. So people are feeling that and they're feeling that even more and we don't know
right.
what the changes are. We don't know what that means. So
No, but a lot of that happens right now in January. And what happens now, a lot of those things will affect the rest of the year.
yep.
But hey, it is what it is. It is a new year and all, and so go out and make the absolute best of it. And one of the resolutions that you must have is that every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. you tune in and catch Trash Talk
We'll be here.
because we'll be here. Go out and make it a good one. Bye.